Hi everybody, Toz from Cranky Gamers UK, finally here to do this unboxing, and there's a whole story with this that I'm not even going to bother going into because I don't want to give the company any feedback. That's where I've got this from. Anybody, if you want to listen to it, go and listen to Cranky Gamers UK podcast that's out this week on iTunes, episode 494. Explained, it's even gone further, but you know what, let's just get past all that because this is something I've been looking forward to for quite some time. I pre-ordered this back in July, and yeah, it's here finally. I'm excited, can't wait. I did used to have a Switch, let me just point that out. I sold it. These, if you don't know, they're currently running, you can get this for about £190 everywhere. Not quite sure what the stock availability is, not even sure how these are going to sell. I just know that I jumped on board really early, and yeah, it's just literally come 5 minutes ago. So what I'm going to do is I've heard on the grapevine that there's very little in this unboxing, so before I get to that, I'll explain a few things if you don't know. This is obviously the new piece of hardware from Nintendo. It's got no Joy-Cons anymore, everything's attached. Apparently the D-pad is supposed to be really good. That's one plus point. I'm not a D-pad user, I don't play the kind of games that need it. It is, like I say, a few things you might not know about it. The screen's slightly smaller than the standard Switch. Some may argue that might be a problem, but as you can see, there's no bezel. It's literally edge-to-edge screen. Also, you can't play games, well, you can in theory, but built into this one system, you cannot play any games that require a Joy-Con movement, motion. However, you can play them if you wish by connecting some Joy-Cons. Personally, I bought this because I don't care much for the Joy-Cons. I don't like the way they attach on the edge. I think it's very flimsy. And we all know the famous Joy-Con drift issue is up and running. Gladly that Nintendo are fixing it. This is supposed to be updated as well. The sticks should be no drift whatsoever. A couple of other points. I have heard, and I don't know this, and I won't be able to tell you this on this video until probably I'll try it on the podcast and look into it, because that's further down the line. One of the rumours I've heard, there is no video out. They've disabled video out. But like I say, don't take that for granted. It is me reading up and seeing a few places that are kind of saying it has no video out, which for me, I was planning to stream with this machine using the Elgato. Sadly, if I can't, I can't, and it's just what it is. Going back to why I bought this, having since owned a Switch, there was a bit of a game drought. I wasn't playing it, sold it, got a good price. As soon as I saw this though, this ticked all the boxes for me. I literally docked my original Switch twice in 2 years. So for me, it was handheld all the way. I've always been a great lover of the Vita. This to me screams, it looks like a Vita, I'm not going to lie, but we'll get it out very shortly. The other thing, there's no Bluetooth, which basically means you won't be able to do any headphones or anything. You can buy a Bluetooth dongle. They do sell them for switches and the cable at the bottom. So again, this is all new. I won't know until I've tested it, but just for me, I am going to do this. I will just bring into the picture, got that as well. That's going to be one of the first games I'm going to try, but a few accessories I've had from Amazon today. A screen protector, which is a must in these kind of devices. And the other thing, I bought a nice little protective case because, like I say, with this not being docked, I might unbox that as well when we get going. With this not being docked, I want somewhere to protect it when it's just probably sit at the side of me. So I'll unbox that. In fact, I'll tell you what, why don't we get this one out of the way straight away. Don't need my trusty knife. This was Amazon. I think it cost about £12. It's made by Orzly, O-R-Z-L-Y, called Switch Lite carry case. And woo, that looks pretty nice. For the price, I'm quite impressed. Obviously, I went with the colour to match. There is a lot of auto light, so it's not bad. By my eye, it looks like it matches. It is a very nice case. Sorry for the light, the autofocus is a bit bright, I apologise. 2 zips, carry case, what's inside. Very nice, by the way. Light is going to go in there, protective cover to go in there, games can go in there, a few zip pockets for cables, all in terrible quality zip as we always get on these low quality cases, but it zips up now you've done that. But there you are, 12 quid. Orzly Switch Lite carry case. What came out of the box? Just a thank you. But that's that. Like that. That will get used, like I said. That the machine will go at the side of me a lot. Screen, I'll do that later. That's a no-brainer. So shall we get to the crux of it? Do I need my knife? No, I do not. It literally, here we go. What does it say on the end? Press. It's literally, by the way, when they were saying there's not much in the box, they're not lying. Because on the flaps is actual instructions. Quick start. It says, press the power button to enter or exit sleep. I want to get, here we go. Let's get it. Rock and roll. Here we go. I love new console packaging, and we all know that once this is open in any way, shape or form, you never get it back how you want it. So let's undo the flap. Oh my god, this looks really nice, I'm not going to lie. I am going to do a comparison regarding my hands. I have big hands. I've got an iPhone XR. I'm going to put size comparisons to the side. But off the bat, that feels very light. Very small. But I'm going to say, them buttons are a bit small. So the overall initial impressions out of the bag, which I'll get it at, don't panic in a minute, I'm just going to see what's in the box. Initial thoughts are, this feels like a bit of a larger Vita, but them buttons are small. I'm not going to lie, I would have liked coloured markings on there. I think these are a little bland, given that they've gone for the nice colours. This is the turquoise, they do yellow and space grey. Yeah, a bit bland, I'm not going to lie, just basic, bog standard grey. The home button is risen there. I can't remember that ever being risen on the other one. There is a button there. I don't know what that's going to be. That could be a reset button. One under there. Minus and plus and sticks. D-pad, like I said. Let's put that aside for now. I do not think there'll be very much else in here. Probably a power cable. And we have the usual Switch Lite setup. And the power cable. Now, what is disappointing? Well, not really, I suppose. The power cable is actually attached direct to the plug. Of course, I opened the wrong end. I mean, it's okay for me because actually I've got a table at the side of me that has got a plug at the side of me, like I say. So that's not too bad for me. That's not bad at all. But that's gone back really nicely. So I can put that back in the box, bear with, and then we'll get the Switch Lite out of its actual packaging and get hands on. Because I can't see that going back in the box anytime soon. So let's get it. Yeah, cable first. Nice Nintendo, as always. But yeah, it's the USB-C. So if anything else, you've gained a cool USB-C power socket. That's not bad, actually. I've got a few devices that could be used. As I said, bog standard. Switch Lite, it is literally bog standard. It's what, a few pages. Literally, is there anything to do? No, probably not. So here we go. Let's bring this bad boy in. So it is a lovely, it's a nice plastic bag. Let's get it out first, hands on. Ooh. So again, first impressions. So we've got the Z triggers. They feel comfy. It's been a while since I've had a Switch in my hand, actually, so I can't really give any feedback. I'm going to say straight off the bat, right, this screen does not look smaller to me. Now, I know that might sound a bit weird, but it doesn't feel smaller. The buttons feel okay. I am interested in that, I really am. Let's look on the bottom. We have, of course, the USB-C connector. We have a micro SD. I have actually bought a brand new micro SD. Does it actually come with one installed? No, interestingly not. There is not one installed. Did the Switch original come with one? I thought it did. I'm not going to lie. I thought it did. Vents at the back, here and here. A big one at the top. I'm going to say something. This is the usual plastic here. But you know the little bezel here? It feels rubbery. Which it's not, it's glass, but that feels weird. What else is to show you? Top, can I just say, and you know what I'm going to say, what is a video from us without a rant? Why, Nintendo? Why? Everybody gave you shit for doing it the first time, but not only do it the first time, you bought Switch V2 out and you bought a Switch new console and you stick the headphone jacket on the top. No other device I speak of or ever have used puts the headphone socket at the top. Why isn't it at the bottom? I mean, look at the space. Look at all this space. And if they've took the video out and everything else, surely there's space on the motherboard. That is terrible. Don't like it. That's the game card box. Volume rockers. On, off. And shall we try and see if we get any power? Yeah. Sorry for the camera, I'm trying to do it on the fly. But there we have it. The lovely. So let me tell you now, that is full up. That's full up. It's not very loud, but I will be using headphones more than likely. But there you have it. The Switch is on. I am going to play. I've got to try and track my account down and get it back. But guys, that is it. What is there to like about it? Like I say, it's 187, 190. You can buy one of these for, which is £100 less than the normal Switch. No stand, no dock. It doesn't dock. The only way we're going to get this to go video out, if they haven't even disabled it, is to get some kind of adapter on the bottom. I have already seen a few chasing about for the Switch, the normal Switch. Whether this has it, I don't know. I just do not know. But there you have it. It is the Switch Lite. And a nice case. And I'm going to put the screen protector on, which is always a nightmare. But that's it. I'm glad I bought the I must admit, I'd have been happy with the turquoise or the yellow one. I'm not going to lie. But there you are. Just an unboxing of the Nintendo Switch Lite. In all, guys, I'm just really glad I've got a Switch. I've got Zelda, like I've just shown you. Apparently, early reports on that are phenomenal. It's absolutely an amazing game. I'm also lucky enough I've not had a Switch since the SNES games went live, which is also going to be something I want to jump on board with. But all in all, that's it. Just a simple unboxing. Very little in it, by the way. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Please subscribe and follow. Follow me on Twitter at tozol, T-O-Z-O-L. Join me every night for streams at Twitch TV/CrankyGamersUK. And the podcast weekly, a 3.5-hour show went up yesterday. Just head on to iTunes, head on to Spotify, all the usual places, and search for Cranky Gamers UK. And all the episodes are on there. So please join us, please support. And until next time, bye for now.